Hello guys!
Hello.
So today's video is like a mukbang. No, I'm just kidding. It's because
I'm eating because I haven't eaten.
yeah, like Ricardo needed to eat and I said, well, we need to do the video. So
yeah.
it's just gonna be us like as if we're talking, you know. If you are having lunch or dinner or breakfast, anyways,
post it down in the comments.
It's like we're having a meal together, kinda, but not really.
Well, kinda, yeah. Just one thing, this is one of our final videos in this house. We are moving to a new apartment. Right now we've been living in this room for a year, yeah.
And if you follow me on Instagram, you probably seen recently that I just showed how it's raining inside the bathroom. And it's just lovely.
Anyways, we'll make a video about us moving to our apartment, right?
Yeah.
And we'll have some clips of this house as well.
It'll be like a surprise when you see the clips of us moving. It'll be a surprise for both of us because we haven't been there. So
yeah. So
I was hoping Ricardo wouldn't mention it because now if it's a really shitty place, then he'll just. It'll be nice.
It will be nice.
Anyways,
it will be nice.
Today's video is about the weird things. Like weird things that we find weird in the UK. Okay.
Compared to where we came from, which is
Portugal.
Western Europe, Portugal.
Yeah, we are from Portugal, so it's compared to our views of the world or how things used to be there.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that it's wrong the way they do it over here.
I think you'll find some things strange if you're from another country that's not the UK. Maybe. Yeah. You have to watch it to know.
Okay, because of the flash, I couldn't read.
Oh.
So, we have a list of the things. So, the first one is, I mean, it's not really weird, I don't know, but in Portugal, all the shopping centers, they have a supermarket on the lowest level.
And it's really big. They've got plenty of tills, like many tills.
Yeah, it's really, really big. It's as if, can you imagine, like, you know, like the Aldi's on the street, you know, like the ones
also,
that
I think
people usually go.
We should say that there are not many big shopping centers there. Like here, there is one in every city. You have only in the biggest cities. Some smaller ones cities, also.
But only the biggest cities because I mean right
and
here.
And the cities surrounding the cities. That's what I wanted to say. Sorry.
Yeah, because right here, like. The smallest, it's like village, then it's town. We live in a town right now. We're going to live to a city. It's a really small city. So there, the places that are considered cities, not all of them still have shopping centers. Sometimes you have to travel like an hour or two to get to a shopping center.
A city is considered a city if it has more than 10,000 people there, isn't it?
I have no idea.
10,000 or more. Yeah, we studied.
I didn't study.
We don't know about it. We don't know.
Sorry, teacher. Yeah, so the thing is, well, I don't find it weird anymore, but it was weird when I first came here because I was hoping like, oh, you can just go to the shopping center. They probably have the supermarket over there.
We went to Arndale and there were no seats and no...
Yeah, in the shopping centers, they also, I mean, the ones that we visit, not all of them have places to sit. You just have to be inside the shops. I don't know. There are no places to sit down.
But in Portugal, you have plenty of places to sit in the restaurants area.
Oh yeah. Yeah, of course.
Here you only have them for each restaurant.
Yeah, over there in Portugal, usually the shopping centers they have like a communal eating area that you just go no matter where you bought your food.
With little aisles where
over
people
here
come and collect
is divided inside the McDonald's or the Burger King.
Then you'll have little aisles where you put your what's it
trays.
called? Where your
trays.
Yeah, where you put your trays, and you have also people coming and picking up what you've left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you are respectful, you wouldn't leave them on the table like some people do.
We might show you someday if you want.
Well, McDonald's has trays and stuff like that, so it's just the same thing, but imagine like
in a communal area.
A big communal area.
Yeah. Next one.
So, oh my god, I'm blinded.
People have their windows. Oh yeah, open to everyone. That's true. Well, not the windows.
Like not the windows.
They don't have any shutters, and
shutters.
Yeah, they don't have any shutters. They do have.
They always have their curtains open.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there. I mean, I don't know if this is where we live or not, but at least where we live, we see many people just when we're going somewhere, we see a lot of people that have their curtains open, and you can just look inside their house, and you can
And
see
they're watching TV,
and you can see as far as the house goes. Like you can even look into the kitchen because they have the doors open. And
yeah, you can see them watching TV. You can see them arguing. You can see everything.
Yeah, it's really weird because
and they don't have shutters. That's the thing. Like here in the UK, very few houses have got shutters. I think it's so rare. I usually pay attention to that. It's so rare. You only have curtains. Sometimes they're even transparent, and sometimes most of the time they're open.
Yeah, some. What are the ones that block the light? Is it blackout?
Blackout or blockout, I don't know. And they've got very, very wide, big windows to the front doors.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. The windows to the front doors are so wide and big. The house where we live, it's not like that. But.
Well, I don't know. Your house was different, but in many places in Portugal, the houses, they don't, like, the front door where you come in the house it's not open to the public. So you have one door, then you have a bit of a garden that is closed with
that's
walls,
where you used to live,
like big walls, so you can't really pick inside.
That's where you used to live,
garden.
And also my grandma's house was also like that.
Yeah, and then you have the front door to the actual house. But the thing is, where you lived, the house was just to the street, so it doesn't mean that's always the case.
But you can compare it. Like it was right to the street, just like some houses here. But the size of the windows was so much smaller than here.
Yeah, here the windows are very big. It might be because
huge.
there's not much light most of the time, so they probably want to get in as much light as possible. But it's kind of weird that you can just there's one specific house in the main road that every time we go by we can just see everything, and it's just so weird because I feel like I'm invading the privacy, but I can't help but look. Okay.
Yeah,
next one is that there are not as many religious holidays. There are public holidays. Well, there are public holidays over here, but they don't really have a meaning at all. They're just like the bank holidays. I mean, they are like summer bank holiday, winter bank holiday. Like in Portugal, all of the holidays, they have a meaning, mostly religious.
Because it's a Christian country, majority Christian.
It's very, but here they also have their religion, but it doesn't seem like they really care much about making bank holidays out of those. That might
have been because they have a lot of religions now. They even, like when I was at work, I used to get emails like, "Oh, happy Hanukkah." I know what a Hanukkah is, but they were also telling me happy
Muslim
dates,
I don't know the name.
Hindu dates, and I'm like,
yeah, okay. I mean, there's so many religions over here that they probably just decided to.
Otherwise, every day no one would work. Like every other day, you would have an holiday and no one would work.
Yeah, it might be the case. I really don't know. But in Portugal, they have like a lot of holidays. Like sometimes, like there is one every week. Like in December, there's one in the 1st of December. There's another one in 8th of December.
There's one for Mary. There's one.
And there's one for the for the Christmas, and then Christmas. But that's everywhere. But it's so weird because there we have so many holidays. So yeah, we also have the 31st. The 31st of October is the Halloween, and then afterwards we have 1st of November is a holiday. So there's so many holidays, guys.
The 31st is not a holiday in Portugal.
Yeah, the 31st is not a holiday, but the 1st of November is. So people just go out anyways because you always have the
remember
holiday.
the dead.
Yeah, it's a day to remember the dead. I think that's like kind of a Latin holiday because I know they celebrate it in Mexico as well. So maybe it's a Latin thing. I don't know. Okay. Over here, we also don't see any stray cats or dogs. Over there in Portugal, there were so many stray cats, especially stray cats. Stray dogs sometimes,
I would also see stray dogs.
People care more about dogs than cats in Portugal. I know a lot of people who hate cats in Portugal, and it's so sad because cats also deserve love. And
they know cats are more likely to survive on their own. Dogs, they're not.
Yeah. I don't know, but they pick more dogs from the street than the cats. And I used to live close to a place where it was like kind of the spawning place of the cats because there were always always new cats over there, and so many litters just being born in that street. It was so sad because I wanted to take them all home, but I couldn't. So yeah, I picked my cat from the street, and she was also abandoned in a really big litter. But she was sick. The other ones were okay, and she was really far away from the her place. And then I just took her home. But she's dead now.
If you want to see Jenny happy, subscribe to this channel.
Oh my
A picture
god,
of
Jesus.
this cat.
No.
I'm sorry.
It's awful.
I'm sorry.
He's joking, okay, guys? Okay. Over here, people drink a lot. Like, a lot. In my opinion, they are considered highly functioning alcoholics. That's what I would call them. Because they drink so much. I used to work in a hotel, and over there, people just drink every day. Like, they came for work, and they just drank like 6 pints every night.
Or more.
Yeah, but usually 6. I would count them. Yes.
I used to work at the
them.
head hotel as well during the night shifts, and they would come by during the night and they would have more drinks. They would smoke.
At 1 a.m. something like that.
Yeah, they would. That's another thing. They wouldn't sleep because they would always wake up and go for a smoke, but like every hour.
I really don't know how people sleep. Like all those people that we met.
Because then they had to go to work at 6 a.m. Like leave.
Yeah, it was so early that they wouldn't even go for the breakfast at the hotel. So how can they be sleeping like 2 hours or 3 hours a day? I have no idea. But
yeah, because the bar closed at 1.
Besides that, they were also drinking 6 pints a day, and I mean, over there in Portugal, people usually, I mean, depends, but a lot of people drink what is called like minis, which is like a small beer.
I don't know if it's
glass.
half a pint. I think it's half a pint. Well, a little more.
If that, I don't know. But a lot of people, maybe they drink,
Half a
I don't
pint.
know, like that. They drink as well a lot of minis, but it's minis, you know? And people drink a lot over here, but it's pints, like pints, all right?
Oh, yeah.
It's really a lot of beer, and it's...
And expensive.
And, I mean, it's not so expensive for what it is. It was more expensive beer in Portugal, in my opinion. But it is weird. I mean, it's not weird. It's kind of concerning, to be honest. And people also seem to smoke more over here, but it's because it's cold. I think that's related to...
There they would smoke much as well, so I don't know if that's a good comparison. But...
I don't know, but I just noticed people smoke a lot of it over here, and they have
everywhere.
Vapes. Over there in Portugal, people just are old school and they smoke cigarettes, not vape.
And they throw it on the ground, so
yeah,
bad.
That's disgusting, guys. And they're polluting the waters from the ocean. Okay. So the next thing is people just label you based on the grocery store that you go. I didn't even know that. I just noticed this when I saw people speaking on it on social media. Like they say, "Oh, if you're from Aldi, you're poor." So if you go to Marks and Spencer's, you're really posh and you're rich. And if you go to Waitrose, like that, you probably have a butler working for you in your house.
I think we once went to an M&S and it was very expensive, and not just that.
Yeah, but it's like ridiculous because I've heard people speaking about it on social media, and
it was like people, what, £5 for a bread or something.
You know, the people that work in the distribution center, like for the vegetables, like for the carrots, let's imagine, they say that they ship to Marks and Spencer's and to Aldi, so they are the same carrots, but they just go to the different supermarkets and then they just put a label on it. It's like, oh, it's M&S carrots, so it's worth more. No, it's not. And it's ridiculous that people think that, oh, I'm better because I buy a Marks and Spencer's. No, you're not. You're just stupid because you're paying more for the same thing. And there are companies, why are you just giving them more money just so you can feel better about yourself when it's the exact same product? It doesn't make
We
sense.
once saw a guy in a roofless sports car going to Marks and Spencer's, and we were like, Jesus.
Yeah. Like, oh, yeah,
oh, I'm so good.
I'm so posh.
I spent £5 for a bread.
Yeah, and they said that Marks and Spencer said that, oh, it's an eco Marks and Spencer, and the only thing eco was that the like small place where you put the bikes had like grass on top of the space.
I thought you were going to forget about that.
We're so eco-friendly because we have grass where you put your bikes. Anyways, over here, I feel like people aren't as crazy driving on the roads. I'm not so sure about like everywhere, but at least over here, people are a lot more considerate. Like you don't have a place to cross the road, like very frequently. I mean, you have some places, but not others. And sometimes you have to cross the street, and you don't have anywhere safe to do so. So you just cross it like when no cars are coming, and sometimes people have to stop for you when you're not even crossing the road correctly.
You're talking about Portugal? Oh, here.
No, over here. And they don't curse at you. They don't call you a dickhead. They don't honk. Nothing. In Portugal, even if you are crossing in the correct place, and they just upset about you because if they don't have to stop over there, which is kind of, I mean, they have to. You are taught that in driving school that you must, otherwise you're just gonna fail your driving exam. But then people just pass the driving exam and they just do whatever they want, so they're not gonna stop. I've spent like 15 minutes trying to cross the crosswalk in Portugal,
and no one stops.
Yeah, and no one stops, and you have to cross it like a crazy man. And if if they don't want to stop for you, they're probably just gonna do like, I mean, they're not gonna honk because because they're in the wrong, but they are just gonna be like, and they just gonna do something like a gesture inside the car, like, oh, who are you to cross the road on the crosswalk? Yes, they behave like this. Like, I'm the crazy person that just standing there for like 10 minutes to cross the road.
But for our viewers here in the UK, some crossroads, they are not obliged to stop. Only the ones that've got like a yellow.
Oh yeah, a headlamp. A headlamp.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
the other ones, they're not.
Otherwise, you just have the headlights. The headlights, right?
Yeah, the headlight. No. Well,
I don't know. You know when they go, it's like from red to green. You know.
I think they're called the headlights. I think you got it right. Yeah. When you've got those, they also stop because there's a red sign. So.
Yeah, but sometimes they even let you cross when you are already on the red. I see so many people crossing when it's red, and I hate that cyclists. They are on the road like the cars, but they cross when it's red for them. So why do you do that? You want to kill me?
Angry Jenny on the road. Do you
want to kill me? I understand why so many people hate cyclists, because that's fucking crazy. Don't do that.
Meanwhile, she wants a bicycle.
I do, but I'm not gonna be an asshole about it. Okay, I'm just gonna be a nice cyclist. I'm gonna be the one who's gonna prove them that cyclists can be nice people. And a lot of people have bikes over here, and it's kind of crazy. I've been saying crazy a lot of times in this video, but it's so crazy that people have more bikes and drive more bikes over here when it's raining more frequently than in Portugal, for example. People over there, they just want to drive in cars, or I mean, sometimes people have motorcycles, but not really. A lot of people just want a car. And
not many people use
over here, a lot of people have bicycles, and it's raining a lot of times. So it's even more dangerous, and it feels like it's not so nice to drive, to ride a bicycle when it's raining. But they even do it more than the people in Portugal that don't have so much rain. So
let's do the other one.
Yeah. Anyways, so what I was going to talk about the weather is that people think that it's always raining over here, and it's not. I mean, it does rain more than I think in Portugal, but it's not so much more. Like, compared to the winter days in Portugal, the winter days here, they are kind of the same. But the problem is...
They are very cold.
Yeah, they're cold, but it's
fine. Where we are right now.
But it's fine. The problem is that a lot of people think it's always raining in the UK, and that's not the case. The problem is, in fact, that it is not so sunny. Some days it's not raining, but it's overcast. Like, there are no clear skies, and it's just a sad
landscape,
like gray sky.
Yep.
So there are not so many sunny days, but it does not rain so much. Well, right now there's going a storm through the UK called Francis. Hi, Francis.
And it's raining now.
So it's raining a lot right now, but it's just because it's a storm. Yeah. We also have kind of a lot of storms over here, but I mean, not so much, but just compared to Portugal, you know, like, I guess for a year. I don't know.
Oh, but when you have storms there, I think they're very crazy. They usually break stuff. You see, like...
Yeah.
I think they're a lot more prepared here, to be honest.
Yeah. The houses, they are very prepared for the winter times. I used to be cold in my house in Portugal during the winter because it's not always warm in Portugal and people don't go to the beach on winter times.
My parents have got they built a fireplace inside with a chimney to the outside, but for some reason it was not well built, and
I'm gonna be honest.
You get smoke inside the house.
It was really cold inside his house, but inside my house it was really cold, and I had a heater, like really against my feet. You
have had mold in your.
I had mold because it was very humid inside my room. Yeah.
Well.
So yeah, it's very cold in wintertime in Portugal as well, and the houses are not built to secure heat inside because then on the summer it's like 37 degrees in the summer, but then on winter it's very cold. It's like 5 degrees, and then it's just cold. It's nice for the summertime, but then on the winter time, the heating bill just goes through the roof. I mean, there's not even central heating like here in the UK. You just have to turn on heaters to the plugs. Like, there's no central heating like over here, like over this.
I had it installed in my grandma's house, but it wasn't very good.
It wasn't
very effective.
And the houses here are built to.
It was kind of like this, but
to
smaller.
hold the heat, so it's very different. I don't feel cold over here at all. And this is a very old house that is raining inside the house, but the heating works most of the time.
Yeah.
So
the next and last one.
Yeah, the last one. I'm so sorry, guys. This is probably like a lot of time, but over here they use stones to weight, and they use kilograms as well, and they also use
the meters.
They use
the meter
feet.
System. Yeah,
they use feet and they use meters to calculate your height. So why is that?
I don't know.
It's so confusing.
But to be honest, most people they don't know the meter system, which is the default system for most countries.
They are in between. So
where I work, people don't know like their height in meters. Well, I don't know my height in feet, but
yeah, but they use both systems, and I think they're probably like shifting. And now people are confused because they were born using one system and now they have another. So they probably in between in the transition, so they're using both at the same time.
But I think the meter system is better.
Yeah, the meter system is better. One. It's a fact. It's way more.
It was the only thing that the French did good. Just kidding.
What is it like? When centimeters, like it's much
it's always
more precise.
It's always divided by 10. I think that's why it's so good.
Yeah, it's much more precise. Like the water, instead of Fahrenheit, like who uses Fahrenheit? Yeah, over here sometimes people also.
I think in America.
No, but they used to use Fahrenheit over here, but they don't. They already know. The
Celsius but like the boiling.
Already. But the boiling point is 100. It's like much better.
And the freezing
point.
Fahrenheit
is just crazy. Yeah, the freezing point is at 0. It just makes sense. Please, everyone, use this system, not the imperial one. It makes no sense. America, what are you doing? Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you for watching the video and this mukbang of Ricardo just eating vegetables and
from Aldi
bulgur.
because it's the cheapest.
So see you in the next one, guys. Bye.
Bye.